Welcome to the Vex Robotics Competition Referee Training videos, designed for both referees and teams to learn from. This is Chapter 9, Skyrise Building. This year, Skyrise Building presents a new kind of challenge for our VRC teams. So let's take a few moments to talk about the rules that govern this Build Your Own Goal activity, so our referees and teams are prepared for the 2014-15 season. Skyrise building is essentially a protected activity in this year's game, which is a topic we're going to address in Chapter 10 of this video series. First, though, we need to understand the do's and the don'ts for an alliance building its own skyrise. To start, it's important to know that each alliance has 7 skyrise sections available to it at the start of a match. There will be one skyrise section in the autoloader to start the match. Next, as per rule SG5, there can only ever be one skyrise section in an autoloader at any given time. Note that on an autoloader is not the same thing as in an autoloader. Additional skyrise sections will be loaded by a student drive team member into the autoloader. Robots may not contact a skyrise section that is being touched by a human. That covers humans in skyrise sections, but what about robots handling skyrise sections? Rule SG8 tells us robots may not carry more than one skyrise section at a time. In the manual, carrying is defined as the act of a robot intentionally controlling the motion and/or position of a skyrise section. Thus, if your robot incidentally bumps into a drop skyrise section while purposefully carrying another skyrise section, this is not a violation of SG8. Now that we understand human and robot handling of skyrise sections, what about actual skyrise building and scoring by robots? The definition of built from the manual covers this well. In order for an alliance to earn the 4 points for a built skyrise section, the skyrise section must not be touching a robot of the same color as the alliance starting tile the skyrise base is adjacent to, and it must be fully nested within the skyrise base, or fully nested within a skyrise. This section is being touched by a robot of the same color. Partially nested skyrise sections do not count as built. Note, cubes may also be scored on skyrises, but we already covered that in our Chapter 8 video. That's all for Chapter 9, but make sure you check out other chapters on various specific refereeing issues.